Hello and welcome to another update video on FET. The FETCH.AI the FETCH.AI chart is currently following the preferred white scenario. I think we can remove the labels here with question marks. We don't need them anymore. The price reacted to our standard parameters here, which was our resistance area, which I can remove from the chart now. That was resistance for an internal wave 2. And overall, the pattern is following quite nicely the overall pathway here to the downside. Seems like an endless correction, but bear in mind also the move to the upside unfolded within like more than that. It was more like 6 weeks, and the correction started like 4 weeks ago. So we could be nearly there. I mean, the price has now reached my target area, which is defined between 59.9 cents and 48.7 cents. Why target area? Because this is based on the wave W, length of wave W. And then we compare that with the length of the Y wave, and what comes up is this zone. Obviously, that is not enough really to calculate or define a target. It's more like a broad zone to watch. What we can do in addition is to identify really the nanostructures based on the internal structures. So if we then have a Y wave, we know that's typically an ABC structure, A wave, B wave, C wave. And yeah, are we already done? Probably not, because a C wave should be a 5-wave move. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So could get still another low. Wouldn't be surprised about that. And basically the idea is that we're now in the mid stages of an internal third wave there of wave C. Because there could be another bounce in wave 4 and then a final dip in wave 5. That's sort of the perspective at the moment. When can we say a top is in? I mean, I typically write into my updates in the member area regularly when there's zero evidence for a low. I try to communicate with that it's obviously better to be patient, not enter, prematurely when we are still in sell-off mode, not trying to catch the falling knife necessarily. But if you do that or not depends on you. But I often put in there that there is absolutely no evidence for a low when I write the update, so that is at least clear that I'm not necessarily looking for or at least expect a reversal yet. So a question that came up today is what is typically an indication that a low is in? And you guys know the routine. It is typically a break above a first resistance level. Now, depending on the context, that can be a significant swing high, a so-called key level. It could also be a Fibonacci level, depending on the context. In this case, I'd say if the market turns around and we break above the wave 2 swing high here at around 70.5 cents, that would be a decent signal. A low of sorts is in place. But better signal would be a break above the X wave high at 83.5 cents. Obviously, we're far away from that, and the decline is still unfolding, and the depth of the decline and the pace and the momentum kind of suggest and confirm the idea that this indeed could be an internal third wave to the downside. And then we can get a fourth wave bounce at some point, for which I might add resistance tomorrow. Too early now because we're still in a third wave decline. And then there could be a fifth wave down eventually. And that could complete everything, potentially in the region around 51 cents, maybe 51, 52. There are a couple of levels overlapping there, or nearly overlapping, and then 48.7. Please note that as long as the market stays above 43 cents, I'm gonna watch for a reversal to the upside with at least some confidence, but at the same time I need to see a signal first. Below 43 cents, it becomes more likely that this setup, that's all it is, it's a setup, fails. Okay, we're now in a downtrend, local downtrend from the May high, and I continue to look for lower in the very short term until I see a first break above resistance. That's currently what I'm watching for on the FET chart. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, don't forget, tomorrow, 5 p.m. UTC on Sunday, we've got our member live stream, in which I typically answer a lot of questions, typically cover around like 40 to 50 coins. So if you have any questions or any requests, check out the stream. It's probably the best opportunity there. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks so much. Bye bye.